There's no rhyme or reason. There's no norm. Songs come to whom they will and how they will.
I always remember he would say, my dream is to have an orchestra with my music.
There's so many out there that say that and they never do, but I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be one that said, hey, I did this, and I'm going to do another one. All my life I've been writing all these ballads, you know, and nobody ever thought I would do something like this.
But that's one of the dreams that Steve has never let go. He said, you know, I'm going to do this someday. And fortunately, that someday happened.
We had a meeting, Steve, Rick, and myself, where we discussed what the project would need and would become, and we arrived at agreement, and I became the arranger. Having hired the players, written their parts, made time in the studio, gotten everybody's schedule together, we all arrive here.
Tonight where the ocean meets the sky beneath, all the stars that shine, let my heart fall in love with you.
May I have this moonlight dance with you inside my loving arms. You're the only one that I love tonight.
25 years ago, whatever it's been, and now here it is, doing it with an orchestra.
After 20 years, this song is as fresh as anything else. We just literally finished it lyrically 3 days ago. And so it's like the old and the new. It was nice to just have another collaborator, Doug Vange, and put his signature on it, and it worked out well.
Doug has been arranging as long as me and Rick have been writing.
Part of what makes a project like this fun is that before there was an arranger, he has a collaborator. So the two of them have had a chance to really work together to distill and identify the personality of each song.
Steve's the heart and soul of bringing the ideas, the musical context, and I'm the one to try to take it and make it grow into something and put the nuts and bolts together.
We collaborate so well, and we don't argue like some people do. I mean, we like, okay, does this work? No, maybe this will work. And then we collaborate together, and then we usually find the best thing.
And I said to him, give me something different. I said, just sit down and give me something different. Don't revisit these themes, because we have a main theme. And if people who will hear the song and realize it's very movie-like, there's a theme.
I've always loved the movie scores. They're so rich, and that's the kind of stuff I was hearing growing up. And I always loved playing that kind of sound.
Basically, it was one of those where we sat down and he came up with a little snippet again, and I said, that's it. I took it from there.
The genre is completely different than what a lot of people are putting out today, so you're not going to hear an influx of this kind of music. The second thing I really liked about it was the kind of whimsical romance, the kind of stuff that we've almost lost in modern day. It takes you back a few decades anyway to where there was to where love was wholesome. Love was there was a playfulness and innocence to it, and I think both lyrically and musically they captured this extremely well.
Champagne in Paris by a candlelight that glows. I know that with the memory of each moment, you can warm my heart to a brand new start, and we'll fall in love again.
Do What Lovers Do, believe it or not, the lyrics were written back in the 70s. I was at an amusement park outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, Kings Island, and they have a replica of the Eiffel Tower. If you're on the platform, they got the shooting water. I call them shooting waterfalls, but that's where the waterfalls that cry came from. And this guy gets on his hands and knees and he proposes to this girl. The only thing I could buy was a Yogi Bear coloring book. I wrote all the ideas for Do What Lovers Do in a Yogi Bear coloring book.
Open up your loving heart and let's do what lovers do. You're the moonlight of my world. You're the starlight of my soul. Share your love with me tonight and we'll do what lovers do.
I Fell in Love with You is the new selection. And that was a compilation, again, of Steve's ideas. And he paints a wonderful picture lyrically. Lots of imaging, waterfalls and oceans and candlelight and moonlight scenes.
I have this moonlight dance with you inside my loving arms. You're the only one that I love. Tonight, let me sing this song I wrote to say the way I feel for you.
When I think of you in my heart, here I fell in love with you.
When I was growing up, there were these two beautiful twins, and they were basketball players. About 10, 12 years ago, one of them passed away. And I was very close to both of them as friends, good friends. And about 2 years ago, I ran into her sister, and her sister was raising her son, and she had her own son. I'm so proud of this girl. She was working like me, 3 or 4 jobs, raising her kids, and it was like looking into a mirror. And she made the comment that she didn't take a good picture. But in here, I had so many great pictures of her and her sister. I was seeing something every time I talked to her. So I started playing these ideas, but as time went on, I started writing more and more to the score. And lo and behold, it just came out so beautiful. My only regret about the song is as her sister's not alive to hear it, because the song was inspired to me by the memories of both of them and their smiles.
Each time I think of you and I hear my song sing with the strings, hold me and love me and show me the way that I feel is true.
The type of music that Steve writes has a very romantic feeling. Just put it out there and see what happens.
I look forward to what happens with these songs and perhaps the opportunity to sing more of this kind of a thing in the future.
I'm a creative individual, I think. I believe. And I'm doing it, and that's all that matters. I'm not sitting around, living on welfare. I'm working 4 or 5 jobs, and I'm putting my money into my music. And I'm proud of myself. I really am. I'm glad I did it. The way it turned out was great. I can't wait to do another one.